Hello and welcome once again to Time and Time Again. My name is Alan, and in this video I wanted to just take a little bit of a look at this Christopher Ward Trident 300. This is the 40mm version. I have done a video on the 38mm version last year, and that one was a really nice fit. 38mm diver doesn't always work, even on a small wrist. I think of the likes of the Islander that I tried, very SKX 013. Great fit for the small wrist, but just a little bit chunky, and dimension wise I wasn't completely happy with it. Whereas the 38mm version of this was, really nice and slim and well proportioned and really nice fitting on my 6.25 inch wrist. So ever since then I've been curious as to how because they do this in a 40mm as well and a 42mm. The 42mm would definitely be a little bit too big for me, but the 40mm I was curious to find out whether it would sit well on my slender wrist. So I got it in from eBay. Only purchased it last week just for the purpose of doing this little video on it. I actually stuck it on eBay for sale a couple of days ago and actually sold it already. So this is just a look at it before it leaves here tomorrow. Big shout out to Mr. B, who kindly purchased it on eBay from me, and I will send this to you first thing tomorrow. Special Royal Mail special delivery, of course. I think you'll be really happy with the watch and the condition, etc. Anyway, let's have a look. This is the quick wrist shot. What am I wearing today? This is the Zin 556A RS, the RS being the red seconds hand. I really have a soft spot for these Zins. I've probably had one of these about 4 or 5 times now. Just the way I operate, I buy it, flip it, not necessarily to make any money doing that, because it's it's difficult that, but just because I change my mind so often and like to try other watches. But this one is always on my radar, but I've never had the red seconds hand like this, and it is really, really nice, and it's a nice little pop. Used to the black and white look, but that really does give it something else, another point of interest. So that's what I've got on today. I'll endeavour to do a video on this one. But yeah, let's look at today's watch then. This is the standard Christopher Ward packaging, really, really nice quality. Obviously go a little bit further than a lot of companies and take a bit of pride in the presentation. So that's really nice. I'm not entirely sure what the material is, but it feels like a nice kind of soft leather type. But yeah, really high quality, and the wooden box inside as well. So let's take it out. Just pop that over to one side. Usually little bits and bobs that you get with Christopher Ward, the 60/60 guarantee, which is really good. You get 60 days, I think, to change your mind, basically, and for whatever reason you want to send it back, you can do. I can't imagine a lot of people do that unless there's an issue with it. But nice little cleaning cloth as always. Pop that to one side, and bits of information on Christopher Ward themselves and this particular model. Let's get it out. Obviously I've sized this to my 6.25 inch wrist. Those are the 5 spare links, so I'll leave that there for you, Mr. B, and you probably have to add a couple, I'd imagine, unless you are a similar size wrist to me. Let's get this box completely out of the way. Get me cleaning cloth, give it a bit of a wipe. Yeah, and here she is. This is the 40mm Christopher Ward Trident 300. Now they did do a Trident 600 previous to this, which was a lot chunkier by all accounts. I never actually got hold of that one, but people watch people were enthusing about the slimness of this particular model and this gorgeous light catcher case, which has bits of brushing and bits of polished, like a polished chamfered edge. Yeah, just a really unique, I think is the word, unique to Christopher Ward. They use this case on a lot of their models. You get a signed Christopher Ward logo crown. That's a nice nice size. I haven't done haven't looked at all the specific measurements. Probably should have done that before this, but with it going tomorrow, I haven't really had time to have a good look at that. But if you look at my 38mm video, I do go over the dimensions. Obviously this is a bit bigger at 40mm case. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll stop being lazy and I will have a quick look on the... Oh, actually I was going to say I'm going to look on the site to see the actual dimensions, but yeah, for whatever reason they haven't got the 40mm listed at the minute. They've only got the 38 and the 42, so it appears that they are completely out of stock of this one. So yeah, what I could do, let's get the calipers out. Sorry, this is isn't very prepared. Right, I'm gonna obviously make sure that I don't mark this because these are metal calipers. Let's just get it somewhere close. That can't be right. Oh, I've got the... Let's turn it off, back on. There we go. It wasn't calibrated properly. Let's just take a look at this lug to lug because I'm keen to see what that is. So without actually touching it, it looks around about 47. So that's still a nice size for a small wrist. The 47 lug to lug is what helps it fit so well. And I usually do the wrist shot at the end, but let's get that on now so we can see how it wears. Already fitted for my wrist, of course. Yeah, so there it is. Excuse me. As you can see, the lug to lug fits nice across the span of my wrist, with it being 47, so there's no overhang, and that is the thing that makes it, even though it's 40mm, wear so well. And I would say I more than get away with that, and it fits just as nice as the 38. In fact, I would say it's better because it's slightly bigger. I like the proportion. I like the slightly bigger dial that you get. Yeah, happy with that. So, Mr. B, if you're watching, this is how it's going to look on your wrist. Fits really nice. Let's take a look at the dial itself. Black lacquered dial, which was the appeal to this one for me as well. They do different colours. They do a green and a blue and a black, I think. A white. But I'm always partial to the nice black dial. And even against my Zin, which I love because of the matte black, you'll see, or hopefully it picks it up on camera, it's a blacker black, and that's always a good thing for me. Black as possible. And against the Zin, it's not really a fair comparison because they're different types of watch, but it just offers a bit more visual interest with the bits of shiny polishing on the indices that catch the light and the applied indices, as opposed to this kind of painted on flat white look. Obviously a bit more going on here, and the ceramic bezel gives it more points of interest as well. In fact, let's have a listen. Hopefully you can hear that. Really nice feeling, solid feeling, not too difficult to turn and not too easy either. Lines up perfectly, as you'd expect from Christopher Ward. That sapphire crystal is slightly boxed. You can see it just sticking up there. Date window at 6 o'clock, which would always be my preference, as opposed to 3, or I think it's 4:30 on the Zin. But this placement at 6 o'clock is when I feel date windows look their best. It's got a nice white border around the window as well. The logo is something that's changed often over the years with Christopher Ward watches. We've had the actual name Christopher Ward going on the dial in the past, and not too long ago they've gone with this flag logo, which I think is perfect, and I think it makes the dial obviously less cluttered. I mean, that's all a matter of opinion as well, but I feel like it's nice and down the centre there, and obviously you have the automatic in red, so you got your pop of red there, and the red tipped second hand gives it a similar kind of thing that's going on with my Zin. Just realised it's not actually running either, is it? Let's have a go with the crown. Nice little pop. Let's change the date. What are we on today? 12th. We'll do a rough time. 10:45. Yeah, just everything feels solid, is the word I'd use. Let's have a listen to the wind. Lovely. And then we'll screw it in. Screw down crown for your water resistance, which is 300 metres. It's in the name. Case, see-through case back with a nice pattern of the logo. Let's see if I can get a better. Let's zoom it in a bit. Hang on. Get me camera. There we go. It's a nice shot of it. Really nice. I'm not normally too bothered about see-through case backs, but I can see the appeal when you can see that beautiful movement there. And I think they use the Sellita SW200. Let's just double check that. I can't look at the 40mm model on the website because, like I say, it's not on there at the minute, but obviously it's the same movement. Let's see. It's not telling me what the... It's not actually telling me what the... It's got an Elabore Collimachoni. Probably butchering that, but that's the finish on the movement anyway. Pretty sure it's the Solita. Superluminova, grade X1 BLC1, filled hands and indexes. It's a bit light because it's morning time as well. So I can't really get a loom shot. If I think on, I'll do one later and I'll stick it in the video. But I always seem to forget that. A lot of people obviously like a good loomed watch, but it's not something it's not something that's really bothered me at all since I've been playing with watches. Yeah, so where were we? Yeah, case back, lovely. Christopher Ward engraved clasp, which is a push-in double release here. This clasp is particularly long, same as the 38mm one. I think if I remember rightly, it's the same length as the lug-to-lug, so it is quite a long one. But the benefit of that is as well, you do get this quick adjust inside for on-the-fly adjustments. I'm going to say it's dead easy. It is. That's how simple it is to just... Yeah, it's really convenient to be able to do that. Another thing that's really convenient as well on this is the quick release straps. So I don't know if you can see. Let's see if we can get a close up. Yeah, so we've got these double... Difficult to show you, but just pull in from either side and quick release. That's really cool. I think every manufacturer should do something like that. We don't have drilled lugs on here, but we don't actually need them with this. Really, really cool to quickly take it off the bracelet and put it on straps. And of course it is a strap monster. And I will put some different straps on it towards the end of the video so you can see it similarly to my 38mm video. Yeah, so I think that pretty much covers everything. Bracelet's really nice. Screwed links, which is super convenient to do the sizing as well, as opposed to the pin and collar system. So the bracelet is a complete win. The only thing that people may complain about is the size of the clasp, but even with my slender wrist, it goes across the bottom of my wrist, and I don't think, oh god, look at the size of that at any point. It's a non-issue, and like I say, the benefits are really good. We have polished... No, we don't have polished. What am I talking about? That's brushed, isn't it? Yeah, the bracelet's completely brushed. Just a nice kind of finish on it that gets some nice light play. Let's have one more wrist shot before she goes. There we go. Yeah, so comparing this to the 38mm version, I haven't got it to hand, but I remember that one fit really well, but this one would be safe as well for a smaller wrist. And like I say, because of that dial size being slightly bigger, I think it fits, it looks even better. So hopefully that's answered a couple of questions for people that were asking me about the difference between the 38 and the 40mm. Okay, so I'll wrap it up there, I think. Do you know what I'm going to do in my next video? I'll probably write it, do a bit of a script and do some nice B-roll and try that style of video. Just feels a bit kind of unprofessional, just doing it on the fly like this. People may actually like it, I don't know. I like both. I might try a different style video next time. Anyway, I'm waffling now. I will leave you with some shots on a few different straps. And of course, like I say, it's a strap monster. You can pretty much put anything on this and it's going to look great. And I will see you on the next one. Peace. Oh, just before I put the other straps on, I'll just show you how easy it is. Look at that. So quick and easy to pop the bracelet off. Closer look at that. Superb. Anyway, see you soon.